Alright, hey guys, so I know I haven't done a video in a while, quite simply, I do play the game, I just don't really care to upload, because again, Battlefield, it's just some small sort of fun. But, how they could have improved Battlefield 5, how they could improve shit in the future, um, pretty much how DICE could turn their fuck-ups to actual something that could be enjoyable. Their main fuck-up of 2042 wasn't the fact they released the game in a pre-alpha stage, that was definitely the core function, but was changing things that were perfect. The class system. They removed the class system, now did character system so they could sell skins and be like fucking Siege. As far as I see it. Also, they start implementing this system into Battlefield 5, but there were just skins you could play as, so you could have everyone running around as Jackaboy here, who's apparently Air Force. I don't get the whole thing. Army Air Force? I don't know. And these guys pretty much transferred over into Specialist in Battlefield 2042, which absolutely ruined the game, and I'll never fucking touch it because of that. I won't touch a Battlefield game until it's got classes in it because it's good. And they had a good customization symbol with this, right? Like, I've got matching armor for different sorts of environments. That's fun. Like, you got some stupid looking shit. But, like, I think Charlie. There's no snow helmet, which kind of sucks. But I've got many different sorts of outfits that go to certain environments. I love that. That's cool. But I get to be an assault, and the fact that they actually added like different sorts of presets. The female ones is some woke ass bullshit. Unless it was Russian, I would have loved female Russian soldiers. But these guys all the way down to Frank. You can change outfits, play a black guy, play an Asian guy for the English, not for the Americans. I think. Yeah, there you go. And all that sort of stuff. Like, this was cool. This was fucking awesome. This is what the soldier classes needed. And they took it away for 2042 and replaced it with characters. That fucking murdered it. But what they could have done. So, in Battlefield 5, if you earn enough battle points, you can call in reinforcements. You can call in supplies, you can call in an artillery strike, you can call in a V1 bomb. A flying bomb. Or you can call in a tank, like a Chimera, which is a Sherman with artillery, Storm Tiger, like a big ass fucking slow useless tank for the Germans. Not useless, mostly useless on most maps. And the Japanese get one, I don't know what it's called, and the English get one, which is like it's a crocodile. Those only really suit for vehicle players, getting an extra tank. If you're a big tank lover and you really want to upgrade a tank, as a squad leader you can do that. What I don't understand is why they don't do this for ground characters. I mean, say you want an advanced character, right? Like a unique character, only one person get it. A bit like Star Wars Battlefront, which they also made, Battlefront 2, to where you can get enough points that you can call in a hero. But in this, it's a specialist. So it's a named character, only one of them can be on the battlefield at once, or every couple minutes, and they're an advanced version of whatever class you've got. But you can choose their weapons and stuff like that, but they've got unique passives, like extra, quicker healing, more health, more damage. If they're an officer sort of class, like this guy right here, apparently he's an officer, he's an explorer. He might be a wall around troops. He might have like a 15% damage reduction on his troops or quicker healing. He's an officer, so he would have the ability to heal his men faster, be a boost to their morale. Her sniper rifle could have maybe killed anything that was in the body, from like, groin all the way up to head in one shot, except the arms and the legs and the hands and feet. She could have been like a one-shot kill. And whenever she scopes someone with her scope, maybe it spots it for the squad, because if it was for the entire team it'd be a bit rough, because she'd pretty much zoom tie the entire map on a high place and mark everything. Or maybe she does, she marks everything for 5 seconds, for a team, but maybe it's like 15 seconds for her. They could have added these specialists as unique classes, like maybe he's assault, because he's airborne, so he could be an assault character. I don't know what the hell he could be. Maybe, like, there's nothing really for him. He's a World War II copy of Jack Reacher. Not Jack Reacher, fucking Tom Cruise's character. This guy, I don't know, you could do this. He could be a different version of a scout, just like Henna. And this guy could definitely be an assault, or I'd go heavy support, because he's a Scottish. He's a ginger fucking fiery crazy bastard. Is he Scottish or Irish? I don't actually know. Ireland. Place of birth, Belfast. He's an Irishman. Even though the Irish were neutral in World War II, which is a bit fucking stupid. But, You know, he could have been a heavy, like, you know, carrying a rocket launcher. Like, he could have been unique where he had like a Piat or like a rocket-propelled rocket launcher, but also like mines and shit, and like a heavy rifle. Like he could pick between assault rifles and LMGs, where the snipers could pick between, you know, like you could play two different sorts of characters with her, with Hannah. You could play a sniper with a, you know, like a long-range rifle, or you could change to a semi-auto rifle that the assault classes use. Stuff like that would have been amazing for Battlefield, for the really like ground-focused sort of players, because you know they either hate tanks or they hate planes, and they prefer to do what they do, and that is jump on the ground and kill people. And these guys could have been really fucking cool. Like the one I really like the most has to be oh, where is it? What's her name? Santa Claus? No, yes. I don't know what the fuck he'd fit in. Why don't they got a pilot there for? They've got so many pilots. This chick right here, she's like a Japanese jungle commando. Now, imagine this, alright? She's got no boots on, so maybe she's got a perk where she runs like 10% faster than any other infantry, and she runs silently, so she sounds like an allied footsteps. And her melee weapon is that right there, and she can like kill you. Like she can run through the jungle and sound like your troops, and just carve you up. You know, like she's silent and she's quicker, and she can melee hit you and like just hit you with a katana. Like she's got an in-game katana, or you know that same thing, whatever. You know, she's meant to be like a jungle operative, you know, a bit like a Viet Cong. That would have been awesome. Let's go through a few of them. This guy, officer, just like the English dude, could have been Morale. She could have been the first character that actually added like proper gas weapons, like, you know, cyanide, not cyanide, whatever the hell that green shit was in World War One. Explosives, he could have been the exact same thing as the Irish dude. He could be chucking explosives, like handheld like detonator bombs, and sniper, because he's actually meant to be like a sniper, maybe a sniper mixed with an officer, so he could have done both those things. This fucking dude, what a waste. He's just a German Santa Claus. Another pilot, yeah, Luftwaffe, Japanese Zero pilot. Accomplished, that's a lie right there, because there's no such thing as a Japanese Zero accomplished pilot, because they all fucking flew onto boats. Did we went through again? Oh, yeah, we went through the Allied, didn't we? But these could have been excellent for infantry focused rewards. You've got 15,000 points, so you might want, and you know the one you like is taken, so you go someone else, and it can only be a certain amount in in the game at once. So how many heroes have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that's how many you can have on the battlefield at once, and if they died, there was like a 2-minute cooldown. They've got a little more health, they've got some cool little passives, and this could have been great to add that sort of Battlefront hero system, but not as tough as heroes. Like, you know, you don't want some character that walks through like Darth Vader and just fucking tears up the enemy team. Unless, of course, they play their character very smart. But you've got two different ways of playing it. So, you know, like I said with her, she could be she could have a shotgun, and also, like as a secondary, it could also be a submachine gun, a silent submachine gun, and a shotgun. So they can mix between two different classes weapon types. This would have been awesome. For Battlefield 2042, you had the original classes, and you got specialists that do just that. That are specialists, not the fucking mainstream characters you play as. That was so stupid. And same thing with the planes. There's also another thing I want to bring up, and the reason why the Fliegerfaust was invented is because of things like this plane right here. So there's little Hellfire missiles, and this plane right fucking here, missiles, and of course this one. It's also meant to have missiles. I don't know where the fuck they are. There they are. And the Japanese 0, A6, and 5. These really should have been unique unlocks for pilot characters. You know, they've got enough points in an ordinary plane, they can buy this, because missiles just fucking ruin this game, dude. When it comes, and a lot of players need Fliegerfaust. They, honest to God, really do. It should have been kept with only one Corsair, not two different versions of them. Each version is an unlockable upgrade that does more damage. You know, like let's look at the G2. You know, only options you got now, anyway, is bombs. You don't get missiles. So if you fucking mess up trying to take the A gun out, he's got you dead to rights. Both sides got bombs. Same thing with the VA. It's got 8 cannons, but it's got no missiles. The Corsair, the Navy one, it's got bombs. And the Army Air Force, it's got bombs. This should have been the default the default aeroplane for the attack plane, and then maybe like and then you have a default medium attack fighter bomber, and then you got a default bomber. A bit like Battlefield 1 had it. And then if you earned enough points, you could go from, if you lost your G2 and you died, then you can buy a G6 and fly that for a moment with missiles, making it actual really dangerous, and enemy pilots wanting to really take you out. You don't have more health than them or any passives, you've just got better gear. And so it might be an indication, alright, that guy's flying a G6, we better take him out. Or that guy's flying a P-51D, take him out. But all these missile fighters are the reason why planes dominate so much in Battlefield 5. If they would have done this, system with every vehicle with a missile on it was unlockable through the game with battle points, that would have been fucking amazing. You wouldn't need to worry about Fliegerfaust. AA guns would be actually useful, because if you messed up trying to kill them, because you got to fly at them, they're shooting at you, you're rattling like a fucking motherfucker, and it's really hard to hit them, and then you drop your bombs and you miss, and you fly off. That AA gun's got you dead to rights. You're gone. But with the G6, especially the G6, not even that, those missiles actually curl. Like, the P-51, if I fire my missiles from like 200 meters back, they're dead. They're as good as gone. This sort of system could really help Battlefield in the future if they want to do specialist or unique characters with skins they want to sell. They could make them unique characters, which is a mix. They've got passive abilities that kind of suit their characteristics, but they can mix between different weapons, so they can be like a long range or a short range, sort of character, like the Jungle Girl. She's got a shotgun. She's close range. She's running through the jungle. So boom, shotgun, play the middle weapon, slash, run real fast, whatever. She's meant to be an ambush attacker. They could have done that with that, and it just really would have saved Battlefield 5. It would have kept it going if they kept it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I love the preset idea and then being able to customize outfits and stuff like that. I really wish I could actually wear that helmet on the other guy, on this guy right here. But that would have really saved Battlefield 2042, and I really hope the next Battlefield they want to make, which sounds pretty much like Battlefield 2042.2. They do this with the specialist system. So infantry soldiers, when they get enough battle points, can unlock a unique upgraded soldier that has got some passives that help them out a bit, and they can switch between two different playstyles. Unlocking the weapons might be a bit too much, but maybe they can switch between, like, some assault weapons and some support weapons, or a medic weapon, or a support weapon. Doesn't matter. Like, most soldiers, all soldiers will be kitted out with their main weapon and a sidearm, where these guys can have two main weapons and a melee weapon, or they can go a sidearm, whatever. And the really powerful planes that dominate the entire map be upgrades. Maybe like, a Warthog. If you got like, 5,000 points, you can upgrade and buy a Warthog. If you lose it straight away, the enemy team doesn't have to worry about it coming straight back in, because they got to earn those points again. Just like me, if I die, man, I get back into it. Like, if there's a plane available, boom, I'm in it. They're going to suffer just so, like, they're going to suffer again. This could have really helped Battlefield 2042, and I really hope that DICE one day actually do this, because they've fallen fucking far from the tree. As soon as they said they weren't going to do a campaign, I knew it was going to be Battlefront 1 all over again. It was going to be a game released well and truly before it was ready. And Battlefront 1 was. But it was a different game genre. It wasn't their love child like Battlefield was. This was a child inspired from their love child. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know, share it around if you think I've got the right idea for this. I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I don't really upload that many videos, but I truly believe the specialist system should be reserved to battle point unlocks, along with high-powered aircraft, just like the tanks were. Because imagine if the Chimeras and the Japanese artillery tanks were something that you could unlock straight away. I mean, their fucking main cannons of a high-velocity tank-busting cannon with a lot of splash on it, and then the added artillery. Imagine that. It'd be well and truly overpowered. Everyone would try and get into a tank. Anyway, I've talked enough shit. I hope you guys somewhat understand and sort of agree. If you do, share it around. I don't give a shit, man. I'm barely even on this channel. Like, I'm probably on this channel like once every like 3 months. Anyway, guys, catch us later.